Hi everyone, my name is Claire and I'm a co-founder of Agricycle. And we're on a mission to transform the lives of rural women farmers across the world by transforming waste into opportunity. You see, 2.8 trillion pounds of food are wasted every year. And in sub-Saharan Africa, 95% of that is due to food loss. Food loss happens between the producer and the market and is due to unreliable supply chains, lack of market access, and poor preservation techniques. And this problem directly affects the 1.5 billion rural smallholders across the world. So that was like a lot of big numbers, but what does that actually mean? So this is Ricky, and Ricky is 4 years old. Ricky was supposed to start school, but he hasn't yet, and he lives in the central region of Uganda. This area is ravaged by poverty, and healthcare is very poor. It is highly productive in jackfruit and pineapples, almost all of which goes to waste. And the little bit that is sold for fractions of a cent. That's where we come in. Agricycle is a vertically integrated supply chain of ethically sourced and upcycled CPG brands, all created from food that otherwise would have gone to waste. So we're going to kind of break that down into two different parts. First, we'll start at the farmer level, right at the very beginning. We design appropriate technologies. Our technology is designed with the end user in mind. We've done all the way from using a 50-gallon drum to carbonize coconut shells to turn into charcoal, all the way up to manufacturing passive solar fruit dehydrators here in Wisconsin and exporting them to our farmers' cooperatives. Our dehydrators are special because they work entirely off the sun. There's no electricity involved, no photovoltaic panel. They're made from food-grade plastic, and they're easy to clean. They also nest together for easy shipment. We also teach the cooperatives we work with food safety training, quality control standards, and we teach them how to use these appropriate technologies we've designed. This allows them to do this value-added processing. Then we take the products they've created, we put them on a boat, and we send them over here to the U.S. to you folks, the consumer. And that's where the second part of our supply chain comes in, the branding and marketing side. So here's 3 of our brands. I'll get into those in a second, but really what we're doing is we're providing that market linkage that a lot of other organizations lack. So first is the Jolly Fruit Co., a fun, sun-dried tropical fruit snack that's totally traceable from tree to shelf. You see the QR code on the front? You can scan that with your phone and it'll tell you the exact cooperative and farm your fruit came from. We don't add any sugars or preservatives, so your dried fruit is very natural and healthy. Tropical Ignition is a better for everyone charcoal made from coconut shells and cacao shells. It burns hotter, cleaner, longer than traditional Kingsford charcoal, and instead of burning who knows what's in charcoal, you're burning food waste. We also have What the Fruit flour. This is a pantry of gluten-free flours made from nutrient-dense fruit. We have breadfruit, coffee flour, and mango flour. Coffee flour is really interesting because it's a byproduct of the coffee industry. When you take the bean, you're left over with the coffee cherry, and that's what we mill into a flour. It's very high in antioxidants, even higher than a pomegranate, so it's kind of considered a superfood. They're also, since they're all made from fruits, they're naturally gluten-free. So we're backed by a network of over 35,000 farmers across the world. I talked a lot about Ricky in Uganda, but we're also active in Kenya and Tanzania, in East Africa, in Liberia and West Africa, and Haiti in the Caribbean. The blue countries are all the countries we're currently active in, and the orange countries are countries we want to be active in or have connections to. So we're really focused on having a global, measurable impact, and there's a couple different ways we do that. First, we're able to pay a woman working one of our dehydrators 7 times the average daily wage. And that's in a country where the normal daily wage is only $2 a day. We also ensure that all of our cooperatives are at least 50% female, most of which are actually 70% female. And we're able to have this impact due to our unique approach to international development. First, we use a direct trade model, which means we work directly with the farmers. There's no middleman involved to take a chunk off the top. This ensures that we're able to give the farmers a direct and fair wage up front at the beginning. We also make sure our farmers are set up for financial success because we involve them in a financial system that they've been excluded from. We give them bank accounts and we set them up with credit histories. We also provide skills training. So like I said earlier, we provide that food safety training, certification training, and value-added processing training. We're really good friends with a lot of people at USAID or FAO, so thank you for paying your taxes. And we're also good friends with quite a few NGOs who maybe already do that production side we've talked about, but don't have that market access linkage. So that's really unique about what we're doing, because we're connecting the two. Here's the team behind what we're doing. I'm Claire, and that's Josh as our founder. Patrick is our director of East Africa, and he has 20 years of agricultural development experience. Jacob is our COO, and he's built 13 global supply chains across the world. Jen is our VP of brands. She has 20 years of branding and marketing experience. Jim is our VP of retail sales, and he has 30 years of sales and distribution experience selling maps. Sophia is our director of digital sales, and she has 6 years of corporate retail experience. Ashley is our director of impact. She was a Trinity Fellow. Mohammed is our director of West Africa, and he was a Mandela Washington Fellow. And Joseph is our food safety manager, and he has 15 years of food safety inspection experience. We just closed a $1.5 million seed round led by Masa Partners, which is really exciting because it'll lead us to $900,000 in revenue this year. We'll sell 87,000 bags of fruit, 14,000 boxes of charcoal, and 19,000 pounds of flour. So if you're really excited about what we're doing and want to get involved and support us, we're really looking for sales connections right now. If you know anyone at these organizations, if you know any natural food stores who would be interested, gluten-free bakeries, anyone like that, let me know. I just like to end every presentation I do with this quote. There are plenty of engineers in the world to solve all the world's challenges. There just aren't enough that give a damn. Thank you.